All right, Coach, thank you very much. It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Straight ahead, we punch the second of 2 tickets to the AFC title game, and we've got a great one in store between the Tennessee Titans and the New York Jets. For a berth in the AFC Championship game, off we go in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Hey, let's get a conversion.
The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. Powerful running. Gonna give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
Let's go now.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Now a 2nd down throw for Winston. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. Remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck roll that they can fall back on anymore.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. From the gun, Winston. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10.
Watch it now, Barney, Barney. Detroit, Detroit.
On play action, they'll throw. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And no, incomplete. Boy, they took a shot there on the first play, tried to start it out with a bang, but it's 2nd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Gun, 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 gun.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. They shakes it off. But in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down. T.J. Watt in there to bring him down for a loss of 7.
All right, partner, I'm going to be Captain Obvious right here. Not the start you're looking for offensively, right? Incomplete pass, followed by a sack.
And when he went down, it looked like that right ankle got turned, but thankfully he popped up okay, and they breathed a sigh of relief on that sideline.
Gun, 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 gun. Watch it now, Barney, Barney. All right, now, lucky 56, lucky 56.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to wind up and air it out. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. A big play there. 63 yards. And the Jets have taken a first quarter lead. And he'll bang that one through. Santos out now. He'll kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. 2nd down, Winston. Caught right side, Davis. Just one catch for him last week in the wild card win, but getting involved early here and picks up the first.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Ready. Blue ready. Turn it. Follow.
Winston now to throw on 1st down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Play action now, Winston. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. Again, it's Winston. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a 1st down as well. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up the 1st down.
And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that, but if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position you have to be, you just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball. It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Winston now from the 50. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. And give him a gain of 37.
And that was a heck of a shot right there by Jameis Winston. Boy, he has a superior right arm, doesn't he? You saw him play baseball.
Yeah, he's actually a switch hitter in baseball. Outfielder, and then, of course, a very hard-throwing pitcher. That's translated well in the National Football League.
That it has. When he has to make that throw on a line, he's got plenty of arm to do it.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Mixon with a 1st down carry. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
On second down, here's Mixon. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. A great play there. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a good effort on the return there. Gets them across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Now the Jets offense gets ready to head back on the field. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
3 down, 3 down. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Back to throw now on first down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And put a really nice game right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on third. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. So offside's the call, and they understandably decline it.
And this is why we're seeing more and more teams hiring that one coach to the staff that's in charge of all these things. This one's minor. It's pretty easy to figure out. But all the game management stuff, trying to help out the head coach in his decision-making process.
Good work that time to get him to jump, and now here's 1st and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll set up to throw. He sets to fire deep. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And he'll take it all the way out near the 30-yard line. Now, they told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
Following the interception, Winston uncorks one for Davis. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off at the 40. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Robbie Anderson, 64 yards. And the Jets get the quick strike touchdown. Santos with the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. Santos out now. He'll kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And last time, one play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
With the former Volunteer Charles Davis, I'm Brandon.
Let's go now.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Now Jameis on 2nd down. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
A 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. They go play action. Winston. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a 1st down. They go play action here on 1st down. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. It's a 4-yard pickup, and it's a 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Nixon. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Hey, let's give it to Burton.
Back to Mixon on first down. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Partner, you mind if I take off this headset and put on a coaching headset?
You want to get this running game going?
I want to get this running game going. I'm going down there and saying, gentlemen, we have got to run the football. We've got to get it going right now.
Yeah, to this point in the second quarter, it has been a struggle.
550, 550. Green, triple C. Let we go.
They'll try to throw now. Winston. Being chased out left. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. The Titans on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this third down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
And that is no good. Oh, he missed it just wide of the upright, and this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
And because they couldn't hit the long field goal, they are set up nicely offensively at the 41, 1st and 10. And they'll run it here. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to. So
the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. And on the ground they go with a running back. Space to run past the 20. And did he get in? No. Down at the 1-yard line. That one good for 33 and a 1st.
Now, that was a big run. It takes them all the way down to the 1-yard line, and that'll shake the confidence of any defense. So when they're looking for a little bit of support now, looking at their defensive coordinator, if I'm him, I dial up some pressure. I just go after him because otherwise you're still playing back on your heels, and that's not going to help your defense at all.
And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back with more AFC playoff action after this timeout. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. A great effort there. Taking it in. And the Jets find a way to stretch their lead. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments. Let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking. Beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time? Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Here's Winston. Looking deep downfield. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls, and you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Winston on 2nd and 10. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. And before they can run this 3rd down play, we're going to get a timeout, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. On play action, Winston. That was going to throw deep right side. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
And this one is right down the middle. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
So out now come the Jets. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
13 seconds, the time remaining in the half as they come up on 1st down.
Detroit! Detroit!
Now another timeout here called by the Titans, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. And they'll go on the ground. Room here to run. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This from 44 yards out, left hash. And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Now the Jet offense about to take over as they head out onto the field. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, but you can take the spirit away from another team. That their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney! Hot! Hot!
He'll drop to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Hurry up, here we go! Green 39! Green 39! Detroit! Detroit! Over, 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 over! Gun, gun! Gun, gun!
He'll look to throw. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 26. It's a big play there for the Jets on 3rd down. 56 yards. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. The tackle by Eric Armstead.
Early down stuff's to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Well, enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
The Jets on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and 19.
Gun, gun! Gun, gun! Gun, gun! Gun, gun!
They'll drop to throw. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. 23 yards on the play. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
They're going to look to throw. And just as you called it after the earlier sack, they set up the screen. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. Defensively, looks like they were thinking the same thing you were. You mentioned maybe being able to hit them with some screens, but they were ready.
Yeah, it's not just the guys who have the headsets on offense that do the thinking, right? They saw, they understood what they did, and said, you know something, how would you try to play it against us? And they were ready for it.
The Jets on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11.
Detroit! Detroit! Gun! 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 Let's go, defense! Hot!
They'll look to throw here. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there, because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
Out come the Titans now. They'll have it first on offense to start the 3rd. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they were hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. From the shotgun, it's Winston. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down. Jameis now 10 of 17 throwing the ball. He's got a 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Winston. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, 3rd quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Let's go, let's convert, let's convert, let's convert.
Jameis to throw it. Forced out to his left. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir, able to turn that into a positive gain. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Ready, blue ready.
Back now here on EA Sports. The Titans on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 14. From the gun, Winston. And it's brought in by Washington. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A very solid gain of 27. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one down to the 36. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Here's a give to Mixon. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Touchdown, Titans. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Titans are able to close the gap just a bit. So he visits pay dirt for a 2nd time. Unfortunately, they're still down on the big board.
And I wonder what's going through his mind right now. Playing hard, making big plays. That wasn't a small run by any stretch of the imagination either to find the end zone for the 2nd time. Yet his team's still down. They need more of that from him and a little help from the defensive guys.
That'll be taken in the end zone. New York set to take the field. They've been pretty anemic on this side of the football in the 2nd half, just 3 points, and you just saw the touchdown go the other way, so it's a 2-score game. We're not done here yet.
I think everyone's on the edge of their seats now because they're anticipating what's coming, and I sense that everyone in the stadium knows they need to keep it on the ground. So if you're going to do that, hope the quarterback is stretched a little bit. Some bootlegs, right? Some fakes inside, getting out to the perimeter. Those might be open for him.
Lucky 56.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Watch it now, Barney.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked by Kevin Byard. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
And the pitch goes to Mixon. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. That one 28 yards on the ground.
When you see a big-time run to the outside, it always comes back to setting the edge, doesn't it?
Absolutely, and they were perfect in setting the edge there.
And the funny part is, both sides of the ball talk about it. The offense has to set the edge so you can get outside. The defense wants to set the edge to control things so they can kick the run back inside.
Offense wins there.
Offense won big.
They'll run it now out of the gun. They'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
A handoff to Mixon. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. A great effort there. Saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the interception by the Titans D leads to a touchdown. Point after, right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Now the Jets offense about set to take over as they head onto the field. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping Chili on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Give him 2 yards on that play, and it'll make it second down.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
Watch it now, Barney, Barney. All right, now, lucky 56, lucky 56. Gun, 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 gun.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down.
Gun, 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 gun. Detroit, Detroit.
Back to throw. He's going to air one out. That's caught inside the 20. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A big gain of 39 on third. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10.
Watch it now, Barney, Barney.
And they'll go with the ground attack here. And this carry terminated at the 8-yard line. Good stick skill showing the power, but just not much room to operate. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down.
Detroit, Detroit.
Now a handoff looking right. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jets are going to add on to their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the numbers. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Titan offense now working their way back onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
I think if they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now a second down throw for Winston. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. The Titans on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 9. Winston. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a first down. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Ready. Blue way. Hey, stop. Let's go. Follow. Switch up. Sonic.
Here's Winston. Side of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Tech McKinley in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Winston to throw. Smith catches left side. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. Winston now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
Ready. Back to the two. Hey, stop.
Now Winston. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Play fake. Winston. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Davis. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The Titans efficient passing on this drive. There's another first down. A first down throw for Winston. He's going to let it fly. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. Corey Davis, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. A 2nd down throw for Winston. And a hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
There's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And he comes back with one complete. Now we'll get whistles, and they've signaled for a timeout. Not sure I see the logic in this, but we'll get a stoppage anyway with 5 seconds remaining. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Ready. Hey, sub.
One last shot now for Winston. Flush to his right. And this is caught, but they say out of bounds. That would have been a first down, but he couldn't stay in, and as a result, they're going to have to give up the football. Their coaching staff, they were pretty adamant beginning of the year. Our goal is to get to the Super Bowl. Well, they made it to the playoffs. That's part one, but they fall a little bit short.
And to me, once again, it exemplifies just how difficult it is to not just make the playoffs, but to win games in the playoffs. So you can set your goals high, but if anything is off during that time, you have some key injuries or you just don't play well, you get a bad matchup where that team just has better strength than you in certain areas, this is how it ends. So I don't think it's a total loss of the season, but obviously didn't get where they wanted to go.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brent.